Well, hello, and thank you for joining me. This is going to be a very fun, I feel interesting reading about the full moon on Halloween, October 31st, which also happens to be a blue moon. We did start the month off with a full moon, and now we are closing the month with a full moon. So let's see what the heck's going on. So we're going to do pick a card as usual, and I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to put the timestamps in the first comment if you want to skip around, but if you're here to kind of listen to, if you're doing some ASMR, then you can just listen to the shuffle. But you can skip around, just in the first comment, check there. So, if you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa. And welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. Alright. So the full moon is about, the culmination of things. It's the peak of the cycle. This is where we start to release to prepare for the next cycle. And so we'll kind of be looking at maybe what needs to be released. It's also because it's the peak. If there were any intentions or manifestations you were working on around the new moon, this would be the time when they'd either be showing themselves up for you, or where you realize that maybe that's not what you wanted, it didn't come true, and you've moved on. So let's take a look. All right. Move these right here. All right. Step number 1, please. Okay. All right. Stack number 2. Three cards. Stack number 3. 1 card. I already heard 1 card. Alright. These are cards for stack number 1. Messages for those who choose stack number 1. That was interesting. Stack number 2, please. Stack number 3. More. Okay. Stack number 1. Stack number 2. Stack number 3. Okay. I see why. Okay. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to stack these neatly so you can take a deep breath. Choose which stack calls to you with your message. Okay, go ahead and pause if you need to. Alright, we're going to start with stack number 1, because that makes sense. Alright, what are we looking at for the full moon? We have the King of Cauldrons reversed. We have the Magician reversed. We have the 3 of Wands. The Page of Swords reversed. The Queen of Wands reversed. We have a lot of reversals here. We are in Mercury retrograde, and I believe Mars is still in retrograde as well. With the Judgment card and the 2 of Swords. Okay, well, it feels like whatever you were working on in the new moon, if you were setting intentions, that's not something that's coming true for you. We have the Magician in reverse, which the Magician is the manifester, and being reversed, I'm kind of thinking maybe something was amiss when trying to manifest. So something just wasn't right. Um, I don't know. It looks like it might be with how you're going about making this manifestation come to you. Mostly because I see the Three of Wands here is kind of taking a pause in the process of creation. So it's kind of, looking out over all of the options that you've had, and maybe rethinking some things. We also, with that King of Cups, King of Cauldrons reverse, your emotions weren't in it. So it feels kind of like we have, we were missing the elements. We were missing some part of ourselves when trying to make something happen here. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. So we have water, air, and fire all reversed here surrounding this manifestation. So I kind of feel like you weren't in your, okay, I heard you're not in your element. You're not in your element. So maybe trying to work outside of your element, maybe trying to grow something that is not in your normal nature. It's not your innate ability. Thank you. Everyone kind of has specific gifts that they're given, some more than others, but there are gifts, that not everyone can possess all of the gifts, right? So I feel like maybe you were trying to work outside of what your natural gift is. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. And with the Judgment card, I feel like there's something bigger. There's something bigger for you that you're missing. I just feel like a huge miss, a swing and a miss. I just heard that. So there was something missing. I feel like something missing. But it's greater than you think. There's a bigger picture to whatever this is. And it may be time to make a decision here. You may be kind of flip-flopping, and that could be what's causing this missing element in your process of whatever it is that you're trying to grow or produce. So I feel like there may be a decision that needs to be made in order to gain that missing element. All right. So that's what I have for you. Let's go on to stack number 2. All right, in stack number 2, we have the Two of Rods, the King of Rods, the Page of Cauldrons or Cups. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there's a lot. This is kind of feeling vaguely similar to stack number 1. I feel like there's just something that isn't sitting right with you. If you feel like you're having to tiptoe, I get the tiptoe from this. You're tiptoeing around something. You're not ready to kind of bust through. You're not ready to take a big action step. What I'm getting with this King of Rods, it's like the King of Rods is saying, "Hey, pick up the pace. You can handle this." Like he's wanting you to take more action where you're trying to tiptoe through something. Okay, I feel like part of that has to do with your emotions. It could be something that you're not used to feeling. You maybe aren't used to feeling like you need to tiptoe. Maybe you're usually this strong action taking kind of person, and you're feeling a little bit uneasy or unsteady, which is new for you, and you're not sure how to handle feeling this way. So I feel like whatever you've got going on that's kind of coming to the surface, I feel like it's a time for release. You release or release the fear. Okay, so I guess what I'm getting is that there's fear associated with this tiptoeing, with this uncertainty, and that it might be time to release that because I feel like it's preventing you It's time. Okay, it's time to embrace this. Embrace the new self. Embrace the new you. So the we have the Nine of Cups here, reversed, which is usually a very satisfied person. Same here with the Ten of Pentacles. This is regarding emotion and your water element, not being able to move freely, not being able to flow. And then with the Ten of Pentacles being like, having the resources that you need, the assets, your assets, your money, your career, feeling like that's kind of on hold. But right in the middle of that, we have this Ace of Pentacles, which is bringing you new opportunities for growth. So I feel like once you can get in touch with accepting this newness and taking action based more on being excited about what's new, will kind of help you turn these blockages around. Because I feel like there is an opportunity there for you that doesn't feel like what you're used to, but I'm getting that it is a good opportunity and that you're just not allowing it. Okay, so I kind of just feel like there's a stuck in this stage that's preventing you from flipping these around. All right, so I feel like whatever this is that you're wanting to do, I feel like it's a time to kind of embrace it. Like, I kind of get the idea it's something that earns you money, like it's a job or like a side hustle. You want to start your own business, something like that. I feel like it would have to do with that, and accepting and embracing that this is a journey that you've never taken, and that this is definitely something that can come to be for you if you accept and embrace that sometimes things will be uncertain, and that's part of the excitement. Okay, and I feel like that will lead you to where you want to be and kind of flip this satisfied and this, wealth around for you. But there is an opportunity, and if that's what you're already looking at, it may be time to, let go of how you earned money in the past or how you went about taking action in the past, and kind of start, going in a different direction. You may have to tiptoe a little bit, but once you embrace that that's part of doing something that's fulfilling for you, then I think it will start to run a little bit more smoothly and you'll get back into that flow. All right, let's go ahead to stack number 3. Okay, stack number 3. We have the Queen of Cups reversed, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. This is very interesting. And then we have the Ace of Swords reversed, Justice, Tower, and Death. Well now. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you have removed your emotions from. You are looking at this from a logical, numerological, crunch the numbers, the results are the results, no wavering kind of mindset for whatever this is that you're either trying to manifest, or what needs to go. So you've decided to remove logic, remove emotions, and stick with taking action and logic in order to make some big change, because there is a change. And I don't really feel like this is a bad idea, and here's why. I have, this is the only emotion card. I mean, literally, we actually have water, earth, fire, and air right here, and then below that we have major arcana. So you have these elements, and what I'm thinking is that taking your heart out of the situation, taking your emotions out, is very gainful for you. The Ten of Pentacles is having lots of money, being very financially stable. Like we have it looks like a husband, a wife, a son, a dog, the dogs, and maybe even a grandfather here. So, generations. This is like something that you carry with you. But having to do with Pentacles and Earth energy, this is your finances, your career, your properties, those kinds of things. I feel like removing that brings this happiness, or this success. And then this is also taking action. This is spirit. The wands for me represent spirit as well as fire. So I feel like this is spirit bringing something inspirational to you. Okay, bringing something that you can be creative with or passionate about. But you have to kind of remove the emotions to begin with, to be able to see it logically. Because I feel like maybe right now you're not wanting to think about it, because maybe thinking about it leads to feeling about it, and you really want to be more action focused right now, because I do feel like there is a big change. The Tower, of course, is a sudden, unexpected change, but usually works out for the better. You have to break down old systems. You have to break down, the old building. It's not on a solid foundation. You see the water here. It's like built on a beach on sand, and it's washing away. And it wasn't built on a solid foundation to begin with. So what happens is, the universe takes over, strikes it with lightning, it comes down, gives you the opportunity to take what you've learned and build somewhere where it's going to be a better foundation for you. Also representing change is the Death card. The Death card is ending a cycle to make room for a new one. Very similar energy. This would just kind of be more of an indicator that it is going to be sudden, possibly unexpected, but it's due, it's time. Death also relating to time here. When it's your time, it's your time, and I'm really getting that it's time to make this change. It's definitely time to make this change, because you're not going to get this coming to you until you close something else. Until something else dies in your life, there's not going to be room for something new. So I feel like there's a big change. Justice, going a little bit more also with the not using your emotions. You can't make just decisions. A judge can't bring a really emotion into making their decision. They have to look at the facts, and they have to look at the laws, and they have to keep things fair and balanced. So emotions can weigh you down, and it can weigh down one side of the scale as well. So you have to take your emotions out of this. It's what's fair and it's what's right. And maybe your emotions have been harmed in the past, and or maybe you've used your emotions in the business world, and it kind of didn't lead you very far, or it bit you in the ass. So I feel like whatever you're working on changing, or maybe you're unaware that this change is coming, it's kind of time to be aware that release the emotions that are attached to whatever this is, and however this applies to you. You need to release the emotions. And this full moon leading until the next new moon is the best time to release things. So emotional attachment is not going to be very beneficial to you in whatever this change is. So if you notice something suddenly happening to you, just kind of be aware of that and keep that in mind. Like, this isn't a personal attack on my spirit or my soul or who I am as a person. My emotions have nothing to do with this, and just take care of business. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching your full moon reading, our Halloween full blue moon of 2020. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.